Welcome to the Pariksha Academy. Today's topic is Seasons of India. Seasons of India. The seasonal cycle of India is mainly determined by monsoon circulation, the apparent movement of the sun, differential heating of land and sea, and seasonal changes in atmospheric pressure and wind systems. The Indian annual weather cycle can broadly be understood through four major seasons: the cold weather season, hot weather or pre-monsoon season, southwest monsoon season, and post-monsoon or retreating monsoon season. Cold weather season. The cold weather season generally extends from December to February. During this period, the apparent position of the sun is towards the southern hemisphere, resulting in relatively lower receipt of solar energy over India. Temperatures in northern India are considerably lower than in southern India. In general, temperatures increase from north to south. January is generally the coldest month over much of northern and northwestern India. Winter is comparatively mild and less pronounced in southern India because of its lower latitude and stronger maritime influence. Relatively high atmospheric pressure develops over northern India, and surface winds generally tend to blow from land towards the sea. Peninsular India experiences a relatively small daily and annual temperature range because of the moderating influence of the surrounding seas. Winter is generally dry because the northeasterly winds blow from land towards the sea over most parts of India. The Tamil Nadu coast is an important exception. Northeasterly winds can acquire moisture while crossing the Bay of Bengal and produce rainfall there, particularly during the early part of the cold season. Western disturbances bring light winter rainfall to northwestern India and snowfall to the western Himalayas. Winter rainfall over Punjab, Haryana, western Uttar Pradesh and parts of Rajasthan is beneficial for rabi crops, particularly wheat. At higher elevations in the Himalayas, temperatures may fall below freezing and substantial snowfall occurs. Fog is an important winter weather phenomenon over the northern plains, particularly during December and January. High humidity, weak winds and strong nighttime cooling favor its formation. Cold waves may affect northwestern, northern and central parts of India. Hot weather season. The hot weather or summer season generally extends from March to May. As the apparent position of the sun moves northward, the Indian landmass begins to heat rapidly. Temperatures rise first over the Deccan and central India during March, while intense heat spreads across northern and northwestern India by April and May. During May, very high temperatures may occur over Rajasthan, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh and the northern plains. Intense heating of northwestern India produces a broad thermal low-pressure region. This becomes an important component in the subsequent development of the monsoon circulation. Hot and dry local winds blowing across northern India are known as the Lu. The Lu is particularly intense during the afternoon and evening over northwestern India and parts of the Ganga plain. Dust storms are also common during summer over Rajasthan, Punjab, Haryana, Delhi and parts of Uttar Pradesh. Strong convective thunderstorms develop over eastern and northeastern India during the pre-monsoon period. In West Bengal, these violent pre-monsoon thunderstorms are known as Kalbasikhi or nor'westers. Similar pre-monsoon rainfall in Assam is beneficial for tea cultivation. Pre-monsoon convective showers over Kerala and Karnataka are popularly known as mango showers because they are associated with the ripening of mangoes. In the coffee-growing regions of Karnataka, early pre-monsoon rainfall that promotes coffee flowering is known as blossom showers. Thus, the hot weather season is not merely a period of high temperature. It is also a transitional season during which thermal and pressure contrasts between the Indian landmass and the Indian Ocean become favorable for the monsoon. Southwest monsoon season. The southwest monsoon season generally extends from June to September. It is India's most important rainy season, and a large proportion of the country's annual rainfall is received during this period. The monsoon normally reaches the Kerala coast in early June and subsequently advances northward and northwestward across India. The sudden increase in rainfall, cloudiness and humidity accompanying its arrival is commonly described as the burst of the monsoon. The southwest monsoon over India is conventionally understood in terms of two major branches, the Arabian Sea branch and the Bay of Bengal branch. Arabian Sea branch. Moisture-laden winds from the Arabian Sea first encounter the Western Ghats. The mountains force these winds to rise, producing heavy orographic rainfall over Kerala, coastal Karnataka, Goa, Konkan and the windward slopes of the Western Ghats. After crossing the Western Ghats, the winds lose considerable moisture. Consequently, the interior regions of Maharashtra, Karnataka and adjoining parts of the Deccan receive comparatively less rainfall. A pronounced rain shadow region therefore develops east of the Western Ghats. Part of the Arabian Sea monsoon flow also advances towards central India through and around the major peninsular relief features. Bay of Bengal branch. The Bay of Bengal branch acquires abundant moisture and initially advances towards northeastern India. The southern slopes of the Khasi Hills in Meghalaya force these winds to rise rapidly. As a result, Mawzinram and Cherrapunji are among the world's exceptionally high rainfall regions. The mountainous relief of northeastern India helps redirect the monsoon flow westward along the Ganga plain. Across the Ganga plain, rainfall generally decreases from east to west as the moisture content of the monsoon winds gradually declines. Nature of monsoon rainfall. Monsoon rainfall is not continuous. Wet spells alternate with relatively dry periods. Periods of widespread and intense rainfall are described as active monsoon phases. When rainfall decreases substantially for several days over large parts of central and plains India, the condition is known as a break in the monsoon. The north-south movement of the monsoon trough is an important factor influencing active and break phases. Monsoon rainfall shows considerable spatial as well as year-to-year variability. Very heavy rainfall within a short period can produce floods and landslides, while prolonged breaks may result in agricultural drought. The timing and distribution of monsoon rainfall strongly influence the sowing and production of kharif crops. The monsoon is also crucial for reservoir storage, groundwater recharge, river discharge and hydroelectric power generation. Post-monsoon or retreating monsoon season. The post-monsoon season is mainly associated with October and November. After September, the apparent position of the sun shifts southward and the Indian landmass gradually begins to cool. The southwest monsoon starts withdrawing from northwestern India and progressively retreats towards southern and southeastern India. During withdrawal, skies become clearer, but high temperature combined with moisture retained in the land produces hot and humid conditions. These uncomfortable conditions are known as October heat. Rainfall decreases rapidly over northern India, while the southeastern coast becomes increasingly important as a rainfall region. Northeast monsoon. With the retreat of the southwest monsoon, northeasterly surface winds become increasingly dominant. These winds acquire moisture while crossing the Bay of Bengal and produce rainfall over Tamil Nadu, Puducherry and parts of coastal southern Andhra Pradesh. Rainfall from October to December is particularly important for Tamil Nadu, which receives a substantial share of its annual precipitation during this period. The seasonal rainfall regime of the Tamil Nadu coast therefore differs considerably from that of most of India. Post-monsoon cyclones. October and November are important months for tropical cyclone activity over the Bay of Bengal. These cyclones can bring very heavy rainfall, strong winds and storm surges to the coasts of Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Orissa and West Bengal. Cyclones developing over the Arabian Sea may similarly affect Gujarat and other parts of India's western coast. Regional variation of seasons. India's seasons are not experienced uniformly throughout the country. Northern India has a pronounced contrast between hot summers and cold winters. In peninsular India, the maritime influence reduces seasonal temperature variations. Seasonal differences are therefore expressed more clearly through changes in rainfall than temperature. Western Rajasthan experiences extremely hot summers, low rainfall and comparatively cold winters because of continentality and aridity. Ladakh experiences cold desert conditions characterized by extremely low precipitation and severe winter temperatures. The western coast receives most of its rainfall from the southwest monsoon, whereas the northeast monsoon is particularly important for the Tamil Nadu coast. Northeastern India may begin receiving pre-monsoon rainfall relatively early, which combines with the southwest monsoon to produce a long wet season. In the Himalayas, seasonal conditions vary considerably with altitude. Rain may occur in lower valleys while higher elevations receive snowfall. Relationship with agricultural seasons. India's natural seasonal cycle is closely connected with its agricultural calendar. Kharif crops are generally sown with the arrival of the southwest monsoon and depend heavily on monsoon rainfall. Rice, maize, cotton, soybean and pearl millet are important examples of Kharif crops. Rabi crops are grown during the cooler season after the withdrawal of the monsoon and depend on stored soil moisture and irrigation. Wheat, gram, mustard and barley are major Rabi crops. Z crops are cultivated during the short summer period between the Rabi and Kharif seasons and generally depend more heavily on irrigation. Geographical significance of the seasonal cycle. Seasonal change in India is not simply a change in temperature. It involves a large-scale seasonal reorganization of atmospheric pressure, wind direction, humidity and rainfall. Relatively dry continental airflow during winter, development of a thermal low during summer, moisture-laden sea to land circulation during the southwest monsoon and the return of northeasterly flow during the retreating monsoon together constitute the basic rhythm of India's seasonal cycle. This seasonal rhythm strongly influences Indian agriculture, water resources, natural vegetation, river discharge, hydropower generation, rural livelihoods and everyday economic activity. Thank you very much for joining us. For more useful study material, please like and share this video, and subscribe to the Pariksha Academy channel.